On the men's grooming MZ Endcap, we've removed 3 of the 4 lighted shelves from the track. Showing you here, we unplug the lead from the shelf, from the output connector cube, lifting up in the back, the shelves come out of the standard, and leaving the input connector cubes in the cabinet. Step 2, we'll turn the end cap away from the logier after removing the top panel. Step 3, make sure we unplug both power cables out of the rear of the end cap fixture, running underneath the logier into the conduit. We've taken the top panel, removed earlier with the finger hole, placed it underneath the end cap fixture as a spacer, allowing you to easily pick it back up once done. We're now going to take a drill gun and remove the 4 Phillips screws from the bottom panel of the fixture, allowing access to the electrical components. Exposing both the 30 watt and 60 watt old power supplies at the bottom of the fixture.
Large box and a small box.
The plug from the 60 watt black power supply runs through the fixture into the large input power cube. You may have to remove the clip from the smart track rail to allow access to the cube. Once the clip is removed from the smart track rail, freeing the input power cube, slide the cube up the rail, unplugging the old power supply, and feed through the chase in the bottom of the fixture, pulling the cable out, thus removing the 60 watt black power supply that runs the smart track. Then the 30 watt power supply with the amp connection, unplug the amp connection that runs your top and bottom perimeter lights. The global install repair kit has 2 different power supplies. One, a 30 watt with a barrel connector. It's going to be running your smart track, replacing the old black 60 watt power supply. The second is a 60 watt with amp connector, replacing the old 30 watt with amp connection that runs your top and your bottom perimeter lighting. To assist with pulling the new barrel connector through the chase and the bottom of the end cap fixture, make a rabbit ear with the old cable, feed it through the top chase hole of the end cap, bottom of the smart track. Using that as your wire pull, the new barrel connector through the front side. Then plug the barrel connector into the bottom of the input connector cube of the smart track, slide down to the bottom of the fixture, and then you will reattach the clip onto the smart track, holding it in place. In order to get
Whoa, not even that far.
the power cable to the back of the fixture, lift up, use that finger pivot, feed through to the side of the fixture, the second 60 watt power supply with amp connector, you plug in the amp clip into the 6-port bay. You'll do the same thing to feed the cord through. And place a 60-watt power supply into the bottom of the fixture.
Okay.
After the end cap is flipped over and the power supplies are reinstalled, to test the shelf light strips, take one of the 8, repair, install light strands, plug in the power supply, and then test the perimeter access lighting to make sure both ends light up before flipping the fixture back over and reinstalling. After reinstalling the bottom panel, sliding power supplies and keeping them in place, and with your power cords to the side, using a 2-man lift, you'll flip the end cap fixture back upright, placing the top panel back onto the end cap fixture, sliding into place, and plugging the power cords back in to the main power supply in the middle of the low 0.